Good fucking morning, man. What day is it today? It's fucking Monday. I love Mondays, man. What a crazy fucking weekend, huh? Fucking England scores the fastest goal, but ends up fucking losing, which shows you it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And then the fight fucking finishes in a fucking very underwhelming way. And on top of that, we get like a fucking storm for like 5 minutes. My God, isn't the world so full of surprises? But that's what life is, man. Full of surprises. You just gotta fucking just take it. What are you gonna do? Fight life? You're always gonna lose, man. So, my God, Monday. I'm so excited because today is it's the first days of my French class. So I'm excited for that. You know, and a lot of people ask me, why are you fucking learning French and shit? Because I want to, man. It's part of just fucking self-development. It's something that I want to do, you know, and also, you know, people that can speak multiple languages, it's a proven fact, have a larger brain or brain capacity, you know. So this would be the 4th language I can speak. Well, I guess 3 because the other one's a dialect, but whatever, who's counting? At least I can fucking speak other languages. That's why, you know, for me, I'm Filipino, so I found it very, very important to know and very important to speak and understand the language, you know, because whenever I meet, you know, a fellow Filipino, especially the younger ones, who don't know how to speak the language, I'm always like, bro, dapat marunong ka mag-Tagalog, man. How can you not know? Dapat marunong ka. Anong klaseng Filipino yan? Dapat marunong ka mag-Tagalog, man. So always fucking remember, if you're Filipino, man, you need to learn the language. You can't go around saying, oh, I'm Filipino, but I don't know how to speak the language. That makes no sense, brah. So know how to speak the language, because even I can speak the fucking language. So anyway, back to more important things. We're going to always talk about something important because it's fucking Monday. So this is Inspirational Mates and Self-Awareness 101. So, Inspirational Mates. So this is very important. I always speak from experience. I always take from life based on my own experience. I never, you know, talk about things I know nothing about or have not experienced, you know, and I definitely don't like it when people talk about shit they have no experience with. Like, bro, shut the fuck up, man. I only talk about what you know and most importantly what you've experienced. So anyway, Inspirational Mates. So this is important because whenever you're on a certain point in your life, like for, you know, I've talked about your environment before, you know, this is relatively the same, but it's different, you know, because when you're coming up, of course, your environment needs to be, you know, the correct environment to help you reach your goals. But once you've reached your goals, once you've accomplished everything you wanted to accomplish, there comes a time where you're just like, okay, so I've done everything I wanted to do and I've done it in an excellent fashion. What do I do now? You know, so that is where Inspirational Mates come. Because for me, for quite a while, I've never been the person to lack motivation. I've always been naturally very motivated to do things, but there was a time where I was like, shit, man, I don't even really know what I want to do, you know, because, you know, when you're at a certain point, man, like, or at least for me, you know, I only do the things that I am inspired to do, that I really want to do, because I don't need to do it, you know, I don't need to really do, you know, I don't really need to force myself to do anything. So the things I choose to do or the things I associate with, all because I truly want to do them, because I don't have to do shit, you know. So, you know, it's very, very important to have mates that inspire you to do things, because that's what I was missing before. You know, I didn't really have a lot of friends that were out there, you know, with the drive to continually accomplish things and already in a good level, you know. So, but recently I made some really good friends. I mean, we've always been friends, but we've gotten closer, you know, and because of that, they were actually the ones who inspired me to do my sunglasses business, to do my private chef business, to like, you know, go out and, you know, experience. Because for me, I'm a bit of a fucking introvert, man. So, you know, going outdoors and all these crazy things, I mean, I want to do them. I never had anyone to do them with, you know. So, but when they came along and we started hanging out more and more and more, you know, they brought me out to experience new things that I would never normally experience, you know, because before I would just be traveling the world, you know, but now because of COVID, I can't really do fucking shit. you know, so it's so annoying, man. I want to go places. I can't even go fucking to England, man, because it's so bad over there. But, you know, anyway, back to Inspirational Mates. You know, so it's important that when you reach or accomplish your goals, you still need to be around people that are continually doing it, you know, because it's very easy, especially when you're on top of your game, to kind of relax a little bit or to kind of lose that drive, you know. It's true, you know, like it's very, very true, you know. So it's very, very important that even if you've accomplished everything you wanted to do, you can, you know, like relish in your work for a little bit. Don't fucking relish in it for an entire like year or something. That's too long. Just, you know, it's important to surround yourself with people that still, you know, inspire you to do things and help you grow, man. That's a very, very important thing. You always need to be around people that will inspire you to continually grow, because if you don't grow, that's terrible, man. That means like the outside world changes, and can you imagine if everything changes around you but yourself? That's terrible, man. You're going to be left way behind, and that's even worse because it's a sign that you're not even mature and smart enough to know that you're not changing with the times, or, you know what I mean? Like, you always need to be getting better, man. Always getting better, moving up, never moving down, and never staying right here. You know, because if you stay right here, there are so many people that are going up and you're just right there, you know, just here in the same spot, looking like a fucking idiot, you know? So very, very important. Inspirational Mates, you know? So, you know, I know some of you mates watch some videos, so thank you, Inspirational Mates. You guys know who you are. We fucking hung out, we jumped off the cliffs and shit. So thank you guys. Anyway, the other one I want to talk about is self-control and getting a handle of yourself, man. So, you know, I'm guilty of this, you know, like for me, I get upset when something doesn't work. I get upset with like the dumbest shit, you know, and I catch it, you know, like, okay, I don't want to do that because it's so immature and dumb, you know. And I mostly notice this when I've been driving, and oddly enough, everyone who does this is from California. But, you know, like, I'm just driving, you know, I'm not like a crazy fucking driver. You can ask any of me mates, I'm like a grandmom driver. I'm very, very safe and shit, you know. But lately I've always seen people like losing the shit in the car, on the road, and I just look at them like, you look like a fucking moron, man. Like, you look so like the epitome or max level of stupidity, because you're getting mad or you're losing your shit over what, you know, like over this, you know. So that shows that if you're unable to control yourself and those little tiny things fucking blow you away, how can you handle success? How can you handle the things that you want? You can't handle shit because you're not built for it, man. So having self-control and not losing your shit is something very, very important. You need to, you know, notice that when something, do I really need to lose my shit over this, man? Do I really need to like fucking get myself all riled up over this fucking bullshit? You know, most of the time the answer is no, because really, when you lose your mind and you lose yourself, imagine like the person in the car or loses his mind over the dumb shit. How dumb do you look, man? You look like, I can't even find the correct words, and I'm a fucking writer, man. Like, you just look so fucking stupid, man. So self-control, man. It's not a cool thing to like lose your shit and everything. That's not, man. Like, self-control, you know, controlling yourself is very, very important. It's a superpower, man. That's why for me, how do I control myself? I just fucking relax, you know. Like, I don't make small shit a big deal, you know. And even the big shit, in the end of the day, it's still the same. It's not really gonna, you know, after a while it would just vanish, you know. So never lose your shit, man. Stay cool, like me. Anyway, yeah, the other one I want to talk about is the power of self-awareness, freedom, and peace. So this is important because I don't think everybody realizes that what we constantly search for outside, really, or within ourselves, is to be free and to be at peace. To be free and to be at peace within ourselves, you know. Like, even if you accomplish, I've said this multiple times, you know, even if you accomplish everything you ever wanted on the outside, if you still have your battles of demons on the inside and you're still not at peace within yourself, nothing you get on the outside will ever fucking satisfy you or ever master. You will never be at peace, because you first need to be at peace with yourself, man. And that only comes with being self-aware, because you need to know your own inner demons. You need to know your own internal wiring. You need to be able to implement all the changes that need to be done for you, for your life to be at peace and to be free. You know, make no mistake about it, man. Like, everything that we want really ultimately comes from within ourselves, you know. Like, everything we do in our lives comes from us. Every move we make, every breath we take is from us, just from us, you know. Everything, our body does not move without us, man. So literally, we are fucking controlling our lives like a PlayStation, whatever. We're the ones, you know, we're fucking controlling our lives, you know. It's no one else but us, you know. So it's very, very important to know that, you know. Freedom and peace on the outside 100% only comes if you're free in the inside and in peace on the outside. Because if you're not, you're just going to bring that fucking turmoil to the outside world, to your work, to your relationships, to everything, you know. And I know, because I've experienced this, man. You know, I haven't been at peace with myself my whole life. And I remember when I was not, I would always, you know, fucking just, you know, all my inner demons and all my fucking, you know, all the shit I'm battling inside, I would, you know, portray on the outside, you know, and it would affect everything I do. So you need to get rid of that and identify those things, you know, and that comes from being emotionally intelligent, you know, being self-aware. Those things are so fucking important, not just for your, you know, not just for your life itself, but for your self-development, man. Because believe me, when you start being more self-aware, you're going to start discovering more and more things about yourself, things you didn't even know, and your whole life will fucking change in front of your eyes, man. But nothing changes unless you fucking change, man. And the deepest changes come from within ourselves. Then the outside changes. That's a very, very, very important concept to fucking remember, man. So remember that. The last one I want to talk about is very important for, you know, guys, girls, but mostly the girls fall for this one. It's never giving yourself up. Okay, so I know that here's one thing, you know, like, when you get into relationships or whatever, or any type of relationship, friendship, whatever, but mostly, you know, romantic ones, you should never give yourself up. Meaning, you should never give your individuality up, you know. And I know there's a bunch of relationships, I've been in it, a lot of women have talked to me about this and shit, that, you know, they give themselves up, man. Like, they have no identity of their own, or they don't have their own life, you know, like, you know, like, and that is a sign actually of a toxic relationship, man. Like, a good, healthy relationship is a supportive one. Meaning, you know, like, for me, I haven't been in a relationship for a long time, but if I were to get into one, it would always be like, I would always want my partner to, like, oh, is there a business you want to do? What do you want to do? Maybe I can help you with it. I would never be like, don't do anything you want to do and then just do my shit, or just don't do anything and just do whatever I say. That's a fucking slave, man. That's not a relationship. That's not a partnership. That's a fucking toxic relationship. And basically, the person wants a slave, you know. Like, you should never give yourself up, because I've heard stories where, you know, mostly it's you know, money controlled or something, you know, like, it's a sense of control. He's trying to control you, so you can't leave, you can't move. You're basically in his mercy, you know. And that's, in a way, your fault, because you gave up your own power. You gave yourself up, you know. Like, and you should never do that, even in life, you know. Like, you should always, number one, depend on yourself. Make sure that you're okay yourself, so no matter what happens, you're good. You know, that's very, very important. You should never, ever give up your power to another person, because really, man, you need to remember this. Not everyone is as good, pure-hearted, and as fucking a nice person, or has values and morals like you do, you know. Like, that's a sad truth, man. We live in a world where there are people that are fucking cruel, you know. Like, they're just not, you know, they're not good people, you know, like, or they just want to hurt you for some reason, you know. Like, so it's very important not to give yourself up, man. And this is for the women, you know, like, never, ever, ever you know, like, don't be fooled by a guy saying, oh, I will take care of everything and you don't have to do shit. Because first of all, that should never be. Like, for me, I would never do that. Like, you know, I've had experience with a bunch of gold diggers and shit. They usually have the same behavior and personalities, but I would never ever accept, like, you know, someone like, oh, I'll just, you know, I'll be here and just fucking have sex with you and do all the girlfriend shit, which is great, don't get me wrong, but that's all I'm gonna do. Like, no, of course not. Like, you need to have, like, goals of your own, right? And I'll help you out. That's what a partnership should be. This is what I believe, you know, like, that's just what I think. I don't know if it's, you know, what everyone else thinks, but for me, I believe that's what it should be like. You know, you should never, you know, a real partnership should never be like, don't do anything, I don't want you to do your own shit, you do my shit only, and that's it. That's a fucking toxic relationship, man. It should be like a tag team. You know what a tag team is from fucking, like, wrestling and shit? Like, you know, each partner should bring something to the table that makes the tag team successful, you know, right? I mean, if one person brings this characteristics, the other person brings this. Like, let's say, you know, for me, hopefully, let's say my weaknesses are her strengths and my strengths are her weaknesses. So therefore, when we come together, it's like a fucking, you know, we're tag team champions, some shit like that. That's how it should be, man. Like, it should always make you better, and it should never, ever, ever keep you from doing things that you want to do, and it should never, ever keep you from growing, man. You know, toxic relationships now are so fucking prevalent just because you're not aware and you're letting it happen, you know? Like, never give your power up, man. You know, because if you give your power up, that's it, man. You wasted many years of your life. You know, you don't know how long, you know, that person's going to do that to you unless you let them, you know? So never, ever, ever let anyone, you know, stop you from growing, and never, never let anyone, you know, keep you away from the things that you want to do, man. You know, and if that is happening and you're in a relationship, I'm sorry to say, that is not a very good relationship, man. A relationship should help you develop. It should help you grow. It should help you feel fucking amazing. It makes you feel like a better version of yourself, and together you guys are fucking amazing, you know? That is what it should be like. It should never be fucking full of pain, full of fucking misery. It's supposed to be the fucking funnest things around. So always remember that, man. Like, never give yourself up, you know, and always remember that not everyone is as good as you want them to be. So you just always have to keep that in your mind, so you're not fucking fooled. So that's it for today. I'm gonna go get my fucking workout on. Probably, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I do know I'm gonna learn some fucking French, baby.